Hello. In this video we'll be going over the installation of the LinX runtime on the displays. So this installation is necessary if you're using our LinX software suite. So as we installed the virtual machine and things in previous videos and steps, to use that software on the displays, we need to also install the matching runtime for the virtual machine on the display to allow our Qt applications to run, to use Fieldbus Access and all the other software components that we build into the LinX software suite. So we're going to start by, we're here at our support site, support.crosscontrol.com, as we've done in almost every video so far. And we're going to come to software and then the LinX software suite. So in previous steps, we've installed the virtual machine here. There's a lot of documentation and other things if you want to read about LinX, but I'm trying to cover most of the information in these videos. Okay, so we're going to come down here and look at the LinX base runtimes. And these are the runtimes that will need to be installed on the display that you're using. So hooked up right now, I have an XS display, but obviously we publish runtimes for each of our displays. So you would download the runtime that correlates to your specific display. Just as a note, there are also we publish USB auto scripts and different things here, but we're going to do this manually, and sometimes our, as you can see right now, we have 200 in the USB auto script, but not this 210. So try to install the latest versions. So anyway, I'm going to click download here, and it's going to take a second, so I'm going to pause the video. Okay, our download has now finished, and so we can, oops, don't want to do that. I want to show in folder. It's in my download folder. So let's open up a program called FileZilla, and this is gonna just help us get it from our computer to the display. I have a video on FileZilla and what it does if you're not familiar with it, but you could also use like the SCP command in the LinX virtual machine if you're downloading it there. So there's a lot of ways and methods to get files from host computer to the display, and I've gone over those in previous videos, so I won't touch on them too much. So here I'm just putting in the IP address, username root, password SUSE port 22 for SSH, and there we go. So I'm gonna, on the right side, which is my display, I'm going to navigate to my opt folder, and I have a lot of stuff in there already, but and then I'm gonna over here navigate to my downloads folder, wherever that's gonna be. Okay, there we are, and I'm gonna find the file that I downloaded. So this, not that one, LinX base access 210. So I'm gonna drag this over to my display. It's transferring, so while that's transferring, I'm gonna open up PuTTY and log into my display through the terminal. So again, this can all be done in the virtual machine if you want to do it that way. You'd SCP the file over to the display and then just log in through the terminal. So I'm going to navigate now to the opt directory of the display, and I can see the one I just downloaded here. You can also see I have an older one, so we can actually remove the older version just so it's clear. So there's the file that I copied from my computer and I downloaded. So we notice now it's this gray color. So as I've talked about in other videos, this means it's not executable. So we need to make it green or executable. So we're going to use this chmod +x command. And now it should be green. And finally, we're going to execute it. So //link space. And this should just take a quick second. So it's going to uncompress and install everything. And after it does so, that is it for this video. So you should be good to go. It's going to install everything in the correct paths. And Qt applications built now in the virtual machine. You should just be able to build right over to the display and use Fieldbus Access and all of the other pieces of software that we offer as our base software on the inside LinX virtual machine. So please go to the videos on Qt, for instance. I talk about how to deploy an application from your virtual machine to a display. So we'll get into that in future videos, but it's not hard. And now that we've installed this LinX base runtime package, we are prepared to do so. So we shouldn't expect any issues while deploying our Qt applications. Okay, so it looks like this is finished. It tells us all the components it's installed. If it has an error, it's going to tell you what it errored out on, but I've never experienced an error on any of our displays during the installation, so I don't expect any issues. Alright, so that's it for this video. We've taken the LinX runtime package here from our support site and installed it on the displays, which will prepare us to be able to build and deploy our Qt applications and Fieldbus Access applications to the display from the virtual machine. Thanks for watching the video.